And you need to share it because I can't share it from there. You need to share it.
There's
Hey,
one
how's
problem
that?
if I share, because then we won't have that in the background.
Alright, hold on, I will. I
Okay.
can find it. Let me go share. How's everyone doing? Can we have a moment of silence, please? Can I ask you this question? What does your funeral look like? Is this free? I mean, is he even free? You think that they don't charge for that? You think that this is free? Everyone's like, I got my plot. Okay, you got a ground. But
Plus, they return on votes.
all right, moment of silence. What's up, Brian? Listen, this is real. Can you click on the screen once to get a good picture?
Yeah, man.
On there. On there. If you click on it, that way they see
yeah.
a nice, just one tap. No. You just tap it once and it clears it. You know. Now it's on you.
I know.
Yeah, because you
It's
only have to
coming.
tap it once. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the insurance show, the life insurance show. I'm with the Gary Group. Oh, we don't have our mics on. Guys, it's the executive. Sorry. I'm gonna blame it on the executive producer. Obviously, I get to. Tell me how the mic is. So let me know. Welcome to the show. I should put my mic under here. Again, no, I blame myself. I'm having fun though. It's a great day. A lot of fun. Thanks everyone for being here. Can you please share this out? Thank you to All Live Media for this video production. Beautiful studio. Glad to be here. We're talking about, funerals. Are they free? And what is yours going to look like? What is yours going to look like? Do people know? Do you know what yours is? And how's it being paid for? Are you just paying for the house? Are you just paying for the casket? Are you just paying for the preacher? I mean, Ryan, are you paying for the embalming? Are you going to pay to store the body? I mean, this is real stuff.
What aren't
People
you
don't really
paying for?
talk about it.
That's right. What aren't you paying for? You're paying for attorneys if you have an estate. It has to go into probate. You're paying to move stuff out of the house. You're paying. I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
What's up? What's up? It's the insurance show. I know, this is a real stuff. Please share this to some groups. Let me share this out myself. I appreciate everyone being here. So if you could help me out and share, that would be great. I'm with the DeGary Group. I am Shane DeGary. They call me the Shane Train. I'm here with Brian Ryan. And I appreciate everyone being here. We're just keeping it simple. There's nothing complicated about this, is there?
There really isn't. I mean,
When's the best time to get a quote? At least get a price and see how affordable
find
it is.
out meet your budget. There's really no reason not to. If you're in any way caring about your family and thinking about it at a pretty good level, you might come to agree that it's a necessity in your
Did you
life.
get it for your family?
I have gotten it for my family.
Boom. So it's important to you. Why make your mortgage payment and not have protection for your mortgage for your death, like when you die? Why not? Like, that's a guarantee, right?
Well,
We have homeowners, we have car insurance, we don't always use it. You're definitely going to use life insurance, and it's going to protect the people that you work hard for, right?
that's why I'm working hard.
What's yours going to look like? I mean, are you going to be able to afford this? That might be the vision you
Now, is your
have.
family going to be able? Not you. Is your family? Because at that point, you're out of it. It don't matter. They can't take it with you, as they say. So, what are you leaving behind? And a lot of people are like, oh, I want to leave something back for my children, or I want to make sure that my wife is taking care of my case and my children. There's an important member of the family. But long story short, if you're not protecting and preparing, just like you prepare every day before you go to work, maybe you pack a lunch or something along those lines, it only makes sense.
I mean, the thing is it's your family that you work for, right? It takes a couple hours. You might not be able to get the top policy that you want, but at least this way you can get something, right? How much tax do you have to pay on life insurance?
Zero.
Huh?
Zero. You don't pay any tax on it. But
Tax free.
it's tax free, but I mean, you're sticking your family with a bill, and that's something I never thought about. I really didn't before we talked about it. You woke me up about it. Excuse me, when I pass, and it could be any day, it could be any time.
Oh, Where are we at?
I'll get
I
on
want
this.
to. Oh yeah, 'cause I want to see the one of the. Yeah, I want to show.
Let me see.
I thought, yeah, because I want to show a couple different ones. Yeah, if you can go on the top one.
Okay.
Yeah, but let me go to a couple. I want to go to one.
Okay, they're loading.
How's everybody doing? What's going on?
That's
So
a big-
this is the one.
That's a
I-
wood casket, right? There's wood and there's steel. Think about this. If you're out there and you're thinking about your daughter at your funeral or whatever, and you have a wood or a steel casket, she's not paying for it, obviously, but someone who's taking
Yeah,
care of
but-
her is, and they have an added
Is
responsibility.
she going to
bury
college?
you.
Are they house? Are they moving neighborhoods? Is mom working 2 or 3 jobs? I mean, how's everything going to be paid for? Because listen, here's the thing
It's a
I
good
say
question,
to
right?
people: is if you don't need that paycheck of the person that died, then what are you doing with all that extra money they have?
Yeah, you're right. It's a good point.
Right? So if it's not necessary to keep the lifestyle where it is, and do you
Then why are
think,
you working so hard to have it?
do you think your husband or wife wants to go right back to work? I mean, think about this. How long do you think people get to take off?
I don't know how much a bereavement is, but I'm guessing it's a few days,
It's
Maybe.
not going to be as long as you probably need, right?
maybe a few days.
People want space. I mean, people want to do whatever they want to do. But this gives you the ability to make choices if you have coverage.
And then think about it. We all go through some tough times in life, death not being all of them. And normally when you go through something that's life-changing, you take some time to reflect. You need a little time to yourself, right? So it would be very understandable to consider your family would need that with your passing.
Hi everybody, Travis, Adam. We're talking about life insurance. This is serious business. I mean, look, people think they're not dying. You know, people pass away every day unexpectedly.
Do you want your family to rely on somebody else's generosity? Maybe somebody else's investment? I don't know.
People die at all
Yeah.
ages. You know, I have a friend of mine. Their daughter died at 1 year old. Their granddaughter. She had a fever. Healthy.
That's
Went
sad.
into the hospital. Never came out. So
Thank you, Travis.
you know, if you don't have life
Tim.
insurance for your family, you're fronting. Because you're buying coffees, you're going out to dinner, you're driving these cars, you're getting coverage, you're having phones, you're having unlimited packages, you have cable, and you won't even take 50, 100, 30 bucks a month and get yourself get your family a policy. That's shameful.
It really is. It really is. And
His
quite
daughter was
honestly-
8 months old when she passed away. So
Right.
everyone needs life insurance.
Oh, you're right.
Your kids, you can get it on your parents, your kids, yourself, your spouse.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. It makes total sense.
Can you get more than one policy? Can you get more than one?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I have one. Can I buy another one?
Yes, you can get more than one policy.
Am I limited now?
Yes,
in
you
what
are
I can
limited
get?
though. You can't get life insurance is not unlimited. You can't just buy as much as you want.
Why not? I want to.
Because think about this. What if someone just kept buying life insurance all the
What's
time?
stopping me? Why can't I do that? This is America, right?
Yeah, they're not going to allow because then there'd be a vested interest for that person's life to be worth more than their working ability and stuff. So
Break that down. What does that mean? I don't understand that.
well, why?
So,
If you ever
why
watch
can't I
crime
insure
shows,
myself for $1
people
billion?
will- People will put hits out on people because of life insurance. You see all
So-
if you watch any of the crime shows, they'll say, "What was it? Did they have a life insurance policy?"
My question is, so I can't insure myself for $1 billion.
I mean, you have to show that you have a reason for that.
Wow. So Bill Gates could.
Yeah, I'm sure they would.
Zuckerberg could.
I mean, I'm not saying everything goes to them. I'm the field underwriter, so here's the deal: is we would go to them with the policy. But you know, I don't want to talk about fantasy. A lot of people.
Yeah,
you bring
sure.
up a good point, right? People talk about that. They want to get this perfect policy. So guess what? They never get anything.
Why?
I don't know. That's a good question. Let's ask everyone. How come you don't have life insurance?
That's a good question, right?
Let's find out. I mean, if people are going to be honest,
I mean, if you had value in it, to have them ask you about it and stuff, and they saw value in it.
Paul Gilbert, how are you? Yeah, I do it across the United States. Hi, Paul. Yes, Travis. If you're serious about it, come up with a budget. Here's what I tell people: you come up with a budget and come in with a budget. That's fine if we can go up from it, but your budget's the most important thing because what is life insurance based on?
A couple factors. My age was a factor. Like if I had some accidents and stuff like that. I was in a car accident and I had to tell them about that. It didn't affect my
Yeah.
payment, but I had to disclose it.
Mr. Neil Kerr, how are you? We're talking about life insurance and the
It
importance.
was easy. It was very easy.
I mean, so I can help you across the United States. Please share this. Paul Gilbert, appreciate you. We're in the studio. We have a live cam up also on our beta page.
Yes, we
right?
do. Yes, we do.
So you can always go to our beta page. But we're talking about life insurance. So people call life insurance a lot of different things, and there's a lot of different types of life insurance.
There really are.
And it gets confusing, doesn't it?
I don't understand it.
Mortgage protection, did you know that that's life insurance?
I didn't until you told me it was.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah, it
It's a
does.
different name for it.
Yeah, it's just a different name.
So, and we can do it right at closing for you. I want to make sure when I did want to make sure my wife and kids are taken care of. So message me. Thank you, Paul Gilbert. I appreciate you. God bless you. Everybody out there and your families. Look, if you don't share, it's fine. I'm not here to like get you. But if you do, I appreciate it. We're changing the way media is done. You now, this is crazy. You now get to be a part of the media. Because, see, they have those big, bulky trucks, expensive cameras, and expensive people. Here, everyone can participate in what they choose with all live media, right?
That's right.
You don't know who wanted. You know how many people wanted life insurance and didn't get it? Look at this. 8 in 10 say that a married person with young children needs life insurance.
Yeah.
Why would they need life insurance?
I needed it.
You know what I love to tell people? Look at all your responsibilities that you have.
Mm-hmm.
When you die, they move on to your family.
That's right.
If you have life insurance, they take responsibility for that. Are you going to be a biller of memory? Is your family going to have a chance to mourn and live in your memories and that transition? Or are they going to be going out there asking for car washes and barbecues and scraping your name across social media for GoFundMe? I mean, is that what you want? Look in the mirror and say, is my last picture going to be me going across social media and asking people to share because you didn't have any life insurance? Are you kidding me? Come on.
That's right. And you're right. I mean, your family's going through enough at the time. Why drag them through more? Because as you pointed out, and I didn't realize this, Shane, they're burying about a week after death, right? So they're going to need to come up with.
But why aren't they? Well, I mean, let's talk about that. So why don't they wait a month? Let's say I can't afford it. Can I wait a month?
Thanks for sharing.
Yes, thank
well,
you for sharing.
I don't know legally if you can, but it's going to be expensive if you do.
Why?
It's because it's like booking in a hotel at a pretty expensive hotel.
Listen, it's sad, but they're not
Every day,
and a lot
7
of
days.
times they don't have room in the morgues to hold bodies.
I didn't realize that either.
I mean, they can't just sit there and hold your body.
So
there's a charge for every 24 hours your body's in the morgue.
it's like renting a hotel room.
How much is makeup?
I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't cheap. But I thought we said you could hire a professional to come in.
It was
Like-
$280 or something, anywhere between $280 and $500
Yeah.
to get your makeup done on your deathbed.
I don't know, man. Think about being a married.
Appreciate you. Thank you, Paul, for sharing. Thank you, Bubba D. Bubba D's Pizza, Dustin, thank you. If you don't have life insurance, look, take $1 a day and look and see if I can get you a policy for $30. All right? And then if you have a checking account, it doesn't matter where you are in the United States, but be serious. Don't waste my time. I'm a serious guy. I'm there to help people. I'm an independent insurance broker. I am legally bound to work for the people. I don't work for the insurance company. My best interest is for the people. Gina, how are you? Gina's awesome. Gina got 2 policies, right? So she got a policy, and she said, let me work it out my budget. She already had policies. She already had policies before she met me, and then she goes, I want to get some more. So she got a policy off me, and then about a year later, she got another policy. Mario Bonaducci. Listen, Mario, Pride Home Services. I don't want to draw business because he's so busy, but guy, let me tell you.
He's so busy because he's a beast.
I
He's the best.
appreciate you, man. You're just a great guy, great energy. I was in a pickle, and he helped me out, man. I appreciate you.
You called me. I'm in the housing industry. Who did I say to call?
He right away.
Right there. Boom. No, I don't think about anybody else.
Man, Mario Bonaducci, man. I
Right there it
appreciate
is.
you.
Thanks, Mario.
Praise God. Y'all saved me today. Thank you. Like, seriously. Hustle muscle. Gina, yeah, Paul, thank you. Mario, thank you and your guys, man. Appreciate you. Gina, Bubba D's. Bubba D's might be the official feeding sponsor of All Live Media. We love their food.
Wow.
It's delicious.
Oh, we do.
But we have a great energy
names.
with them.
I'll tell you that.
And so, but anyway, yes, you know, it was, I mean, listen, for a Starbucks, for one Starbucks a week or one every, you know what I mean, you can get a
Okay, let's say you're legitimately getting 5 Starbucks a week, okay? Tell me how much, I mean, you're going to work, or you're getting it coming back, and you're using it as a reward, or you're, you know, whatever it is. Let's say you're doing 4 a week, okay? What is it? I don't shop there. I don't know the prices. What's one coffee cost there? I don't know. Do you know how much?
My family all goes there. They're like.
Okay, so how much is a coffee?
They're like $5 a cup.
Okay, so every
Or
time
more.
you would go once a day, let's just use $5. That's a pretty good, easy way to calculate. So that's $20
He
a
is
week.
looking good, Paul.
$20
Paul
a
said he
piece.
looks good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You do look good.
Thanks.
Thank
Long
you,
story
Gina.
short, I for $20 a week times 4 weeks, that's $80 a month. Shane, what kind of policy could somebody expect to get, like a range? What would you do with $80 a month? Or let's say this, you know what? Don't give up the Starbucks. Let's cut it in half
Yeah.
and do $40 a month.
I mean,
what do you get
for
for $40 a
For
month?
30 to 50, you can get a pot, and then people say, "Oh, I want more." But I'm like, get started and do something that you will not cut out. It's the most important money you'll pay. It protects your family. Why do you go to work? For yourself? How many guys they want to take care of their families and moms too, right?
I use
Moms
Dustin
out
as an
there.
example. I'm just going to use Dustin
I
as an
mean, moms
example.
out there and sacrifice all the time.
Because Dustin's on here watching, I'm going to use him as an example. Why does Dustin work 12 plus hours a day, every day?
For his family.
Rain or shine. For his family, right? For the people he loves.
Yeah.
That's really why he's doing it.
Yeah, because he doesn't live La Vida Loco. I mean, he works.
Guy works, man. He's a hard
Yeah.
worker.
He could be driving a
It
Ferrari
shows,
or a
it shows in
Lamborghini.
it shows in his product too at the end. His food is excellent. But long story short,
Thank you,
that's
Gina.
somebody that, if God forbid, would pass.
When he passes, not God forbid. But I love it when people say, you know, if they die. I'm like, no, but people don't even say it. Listen,
You're right, I didn't say it
all the
right. I
time.
didn't say it right. You're
But
right.
listen, I hear it all the time. People won't even say that. They'll say, God forbid you pass. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you playing this fake game? Why are you playing a puppet game? Why are you playing charades? This is not Disney World. You're dying. It's a fact. Are you going to take care of your responsibility? Or are you going to be on your deathbed? And are you going to be regretting the fact that you did not get a policy? You are either a bill or a memory. Period.
It's a big bill. And it's a big bill. For somebody that just lost someone they loved.
They got to go out and take loans out.
And they're gonna take
Credit
they're gonna
cards,
take 7
loans.
days to get the money, right? So they're gonna max out the money, or they're gonna have a check come and pay for it all,
Or
plus
they'll have
maybe the
nothing.
house,
Yeah.
the cars, give them time to grieve and get back to work and get back to life uninterrupted, right? Am I right or wrong?
Amen. Amen.
Am I right or
You're
wrong?
right. John McKee's on here. Yo, the BAM Network. Listen, John, you're awesome. Appreciate it. If you want to get some great wall art of the Shane Train, you get to the BAM Network.
Mhm.
You can get a private meeting set up with me from the BAM Network. They're doing awesome stuff. David Logan Vines. Listen, he made a great ad today. Can you go to my page and pull that up?
Sure. Yeah.
David Logan Vines, man, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Hope your mom's doing good. Appreciate you. Just go to my personal page.
Going right now.
That won't be on that one.
Okay, it's not on there.
It'll be on my personal page. That's just Shane DeGarry, not a page.
Got it.
Yeah, that
There.
one right there.
Okay.
I mean, look, I get Universal. I do reviews on policies. We have a picture I want to show. There.
It's right here?
No, go the other way. Oh, that's the
Go
other way.
ahead. Go ahead.
Right here. This one, the purple one.
Right here.
Yeah, click on the words.
Oh, I got you. Now I
Yeah,
got
words.
it. Now I got it.
There we go. Sweet. Boom. Death of me in distress. I know, and what does money make? It makes it worse. I got the universal, the index universal, the index whole, the whole life, the term life. I mean, whatever you want. I got it. But don't fake the front, man. Like, come real. David Logan Vines, thank you, brother. Now can we go back? Let's see. I want to just show you this. Boom. Let me jump around here. Ryan's got all these. Ryan runs a lot of pages, man. He does. Where is it at? So here's what I want to show you. View cover photo. All right. So here. Let me see if I can. Oh. No, it's not that one. Oh, it must have been on the lower one. Hold on.
So, while Shane's finding that out, I wanted to point out that All Out Media is going to be having some special events coming up. For example, the first Saturday of every month, Shane and I are here, and we're working on expanding people's knowledge about social media and how things work. Come down the first Saturday. What time?
Right there. You may have. What's that? Dude, appreciate you. You guys. Appreciate you so much. You know, we're a beautiful community. But look, most people have policies and they think they're covered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you get a term policy, that's for the term. Term.
Mm-hmm.
Whole life? What's that mean? What it says it means.
Whole life.
For your whole life.
So
a universal is in between. You can dial it up.
So tell me, if I want to get a whole life policy, when do I pay? When do I pay? How's that work?
Well, you call me, and then we go to work for you.
So do you pay that on a monthly basis?
There's a lot of options. Those are great questions, and you should have them written down when you call me so you don't forget them.
Okay.
Right? Because writing them down is the memory system that never fails.
Right.
So, all great questions. Come with your questions. Forget work policies. Companies fold. No. Yo, great point that she talked about. People say I got it with my work. I'm like, first of all, let's take a look at the policy. They don't even know what it is, and come to find out, most of the time, when they're working there, they have it. When they leave, they can't take it with them. And if they do, they'd have to pay for it. Troy Knobs on here. Why? I called Shane on Sunday. Hey, I work 7 days a week. That's no joke.
Mm-hmm.
I live one day at a time. So if that day happens to be what y'all call Sunday, I'm not God. I didn't save the world. I'm not taking off, right? I'm not to his point. So I got to work. People are like, yo, I don't work at Sunday. It's the Lord's day. I'm Shane Tree. And I don't have his work resume. So I need to keep working. Yeah, I didn't say nothing yet. So, yeah, it doesn't matter what state. Give me a call. You know, I gave you, you know what, Gina, let's talk about this. The first quote I gave you was $15. Hold on.
Wow.
Gina, if you want to tell, but she's not in her 40s, I can tell you. But the first quote was $15, and she wanted to get a lot more coverage than that. And she was surprised that she could get the coverage she could get. So the first quote I gave her was 50 cents a day.
And Gina,
so there you go.
I feel the same way. I sleep better that I get it too, that I have it too.
Well, I didn't want to put that up there so you can see. So right there at her age, she got, the first quote I think was 1503 that she got. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. So, yeah, but you called me and I said, let me go to work for you. I can't guarantee it, but let me go to work. And you trusted me, and I went to work for you. I mean, I work for you. I'm a broker. You call me up. Just don't waste my time. Don't play games. If you want coverage, I'll give you options. Don't say I got a lot to think about. There's nothing to think about. Let's start on something now, then we can add to it. We can build you a portfolio that will last you a lifetime. As you grow, your insurance needs grow. So don't get twisted on all this thinking, man. Thinking is stinking. Stinking thinking will get you in a bad spot. You need to take action, Jackson. Right? If you ain't got a policy, when's the best day to get one?
Yeah.
Boom. No joke. And when can they have the money taken out? If they want to do it monthly, how often? When can they have the money taken out? Can they have it taken out on a monthly? Most people like monthly basis. And you can pay with a check, quarterly, yearly, semi-annual. You can do all that. But if you want to take it out like most people like it to come out monthly, you can pick the day of the month. And when we take the application for you, you don't give me any money. They're not drawing out of your account that day. What they'll do is you can pick the day. So you have 30 days most of the time from the day that we take the application to start your policy and have them take the money out. So, thank you, Paul. Anybody have any questions? It's a great show. It's great hanging out with you. Always have fun. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Wicked Stickers. All live media, you can see my cocoa's getting cold while I drink some. So, we mention our clients when we mention companies. Oh, big shout out to Bubba D's, they're our new client. And they might end up being the company that feeds the official food sponsor, or one of our sponsors, because we like them. One of our sponsors, because we'll have more than one. But one of our food sponsors might be Bubba D's Pizza. Please get covered. I know they should get covered, right? So I can review existing policies you have. What's this say? Here's the kicker. This is the kicker. 86% say they have not bought life insurance because it's too expensive, yet they overestimate the cost by more than 2 times. Come on.
It's interesting.
Please bring this show frequently. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate you. You know, having my big diggity dog, Brian Ryan, by my side, he's fun, you know. And we were going to do it earlier. We did do it Thursdays at 4, but I felt it had to be after work to really hit the market that we were looking. And we're from coast to coast. So even at 6 o'clock, we're at 3 o'clock on the West Coast. So, how can anyone not? I know it's scary not to have it. I couldn't wait till we got our first policy, my wife. And it sounds crazy, right? Like kids. But, you know, I lived in families. I just thought rich people had life insurance. It's not true. Responsible people have life insurance.
It's not expensive. It just isn't.
Oh man, 60% have never been contacted about final expense life insurance. This, my friends, is why you should share. No joke, no nothing. That is why you should share. Listen, I have a friend who lost his friend, and his wife is basically turning to alcohol, and she's so depressed. She has not had great feelings towards him now, and feeling resentment because he didn't have life insurance. Come on, don't get it twisted. You've been at funerals and said, I can't believe they don't have life insurance, and yet you don't have it. I can help you. Let's fix that. Seriously, no joke. Right? No joke. When it comes to protecting your loved ones financially, nothing says I love you better than having life insurance. Life insurance. You do it for love. I mean, seriously, what? What does that say? Did that say what I thought it said? I gotta share for a second, because for somebody to not have the opportunity, that would bother me if someone didn't know they could get it.
You're right.
What if your kids don't have the money, or your spouse? What will they do without your income? That's a great point, Gina. That is a great point, what she just said. 4 in 10 adults have no life insurance whatsoever. 40%, man.
40%.
And so who's paying for it?
Well, GoFundMe pages, donations at churches.
Yeah, bands, they go out, we're doing a fundraiser.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting.
I mean, I do it across the United States. We do it electronically. If you're locally, I can come out to see you. I used to be terrified when I heard the word life insurance. Thanks, guys, for great. I mean, look, basically what you're doing is making sure you get your family paycheck protection. I had a lady that said, listen, Shane, when I leave, my son has some special needs. I want to make sure my husband can pay for all that. She told me separately she didn't want to know he was getting a policy. So she got him a policy for her husband and her son, and it was, like $800,000. She predicted how much, and then he would get a monthly income to pay for the nurses.
You know, I sometimes see a story, I see it the other way too, where they have life insurance and buying homes, where somebody has died in the family, and then the next thing you know is they have to sell the house, they can't even buy groceries. And it turns into a mess because you're not getting the money out of the house for months.
6 in 10 women 18 to 24 have no life insurance. Now, do you think ages 18 to 24 are having babies? Yes, they are.
Oh yeah.
Right, 18 to 24. 6 out of 10 have no life insurance. Yo, we have to make the word. We have to be responsible. and it's about making one generation not pay for the other generation's irresponsibility. It's about saying be responsible, right? It's about being responsible from one generation to the next.
You know, it might come down to maybe not buying something you shouldn't be buying anyway. Maybe you're, I hate to put it that way, I'm just going to use smoking as an example, but yeah, just redirecting your money a little bit to do something that makes sense for you, right?
I'm going to pull up Life Happens because this is a non-for-profit. You're exactly right, Ryan. Paul asked about that. He said about they're very expensive funerals, but I'm going to pull them up.
You racked up a funeral bill of, I saw 20 and then 22 then 20 and...
So yeah, you can go to this place. It's non-for-profit, right there. Non-for-profit. It says it right there. Lifehappens.org. And let's see. Let me just pull this up. Life insurance is less expensive than most people think. Let me see what I was. We looked up the cost of funerals. I thought it was on here. Hold on 1 second.
I wouldn't be surprised if it is on there.
Reduce your budget, not your life insurance. Right? Reduce your budget, not your life insurance.
Gina says she got you 2 great policies and she's very grateful for it.
Gina, you're awesome. I appreciate you. You're awesome. Oh, there's probably no sound on this. Hold on, I'm just trying to see if I can find it.
I've turned the sound to a little bit.
Growing up why I was a happy kid, and that's still I'm happy.
Well, I wanted that line. Why did you turn it on?
Oh, okay. So I thought it was coming through the speaker.
I don't know where it was.
Okay,
I would copy them.
right there. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, it must be the internet. We've been having. Need this.
There we go. There it is.
Yeah, if you can just let it go, that'd be great. Alright, well guess what? Our internet. And here's the deal, you wanna know the deal? None of us feel like calling and waiting for a service call. Can we be honest about it?
I
Huh?
don't know about that. I think we should have somebody upstairs do it. Just have them do it, sign it to them.
Alright, so let's look up the cost of the funeral. We did this. Cost of funeral. Oh, pricing checklist. I appreciate y'all, and we keep it real here, right?
Right.
Did we edit this?
We don't edit it.
We don't edit it, do we?
But you can see where we're getting the information from.
Oh
Not
yeah.
trying to pull information out of unknown sources. And
No, we're gonna get the cost of life insurance. Just takes me a second. I like to pull stuff up so people know they can do it, right?
Gina said she used to sell tombstones. That's a question I have. How much does a tombstone cost? I have no idea, Shane.
Cost of life.
Gina, I can't imagine it being under $500. I just can't. I bet you they don't even start there.
Yeah, I mean it depends
What
on
do
what you want.
What do those big statues cost?
Cost.
They have. You see them in a lot of funerals.
They're expensive, man. Because it really depends on what you
$1,000
want.
It's $1,000 and up, is she saying? So you get in at $1,000. Wow, that could hurt somebody.
All right, so Ryan and I did this the other day. Oh my God! Look, well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing is, most people don't educate, and the days of not being educated now are over because now you can. So we're gonna pull up a couple. This is where we went last time, Ryan.
The
Let me see.
mausoleums are $5,000 up to $20,000. Wow, who has that sitting around? I bet you if you did a study, most people don't have that. I know I see it a lot, that they don't, too.
Alright, hold on. I'm trying to find a good one, but I might have overlooked myself when we already had some good ones before. So, let's go. What's this one?
You had a good one that showed the price of the funeral,
Well,
and then
here-
the price of the other stuff too, because there's a bunch of bills here for this. It's not just the funeral. Because, like you said, they're not doing things.
So that's 2030, they're saying 17,000, so 2020. I think these costs, let me find you one that
That's a
does-
funeral though, that doesn't
Yeah.
count for the other stuff.
No, that's the thing, I was trying to find one that showed everything.
What's this right here?
This might be it. Well, let's see. It is not clearing up though. Guys, we dig deep, don't we, Ron? We're not scared to get nitty gritty with the numbers, are we?
No.
Oh, you wanted to show this one? That's
This
a pretty
is
good one.
just a funeral.
This is just a funeral. So let's just show this. Let's just show this one. So the non-declinable basic service of 1975. That's just for to use the funeral home, and then removal and transfer of remains from the funeral to the funeral home. So to go from the morgue
A to B.
285. And these prices vary. I'm just pulling up general prices. Embalming $695, basically $700. Other preparation of the body. I don't know what they're doing for $225, but you just spend $225 without knowing what's going on.
You do in this case.
But when you're going through a funeral, a lot of times people just spend money, and they're like, okay, we want to make sure we have it. Seriously. Use of facilities, staff for viewing 400. Now don't get this mistaken, that's for the viewing. Now for the funeral, add 95, it's 495.
So it's another $100.
Yeah, so it's and basically almost 1,000 for that. The hearse, 295. The van or
Use
the
of the
car.
hearse. How
Yeah.
long are they using that hearse? What, 2 hours?
You know, it depends. I mean, but think about it. That's a limousine ride, but it's different.
2 hours,
Yeah, that's their hearse. So
$300.
that's what the yeah. And then use of a car or a van, not a limousine, car or van, 130. Basic memorial printed package.
Printed,
150.
because you gotta have the stuff to hand out.
Metal casket, $23.95.
Wow.
So you got the cost of a medium funeral, about $7,000. The vault, $1,298. Total cost is $8,348, and that's just a general
That's
price.
just to get
Hey
you.
Susie, good to see you, Susie.
But Shane, so much happens
They
before
refinance
that,
their
right?
house. Oh my gosh.
Before
yeah.
they get to here.
Yeah, they do. I'm gonna see if I can find some stuff.
Because you have some time at the morgue, they gotta do some
I
transportation.
mean, have you ever lost anybody? Does anyone know anyone that ever lost anyone?
Here you go, this is the one you're looking for.
All right, here we go. So let's get real.
So the funeral expenses on this one's coming in lower than the other one. Did you notice that? So
Yeah.
this one's cheaper than the last one.
Yeah, but what's all this extra stuff now?
Well, dude, show it.
We got a cemetery plot, 500 and up in metro areas. They're more
So
than
you got
500.
in DC, what's a plot cost? What
Now,
about New York?
that's
or
not dug
Chicago?
up. That's you're looking at the plot, but to get underground, that's a whole nother cost. That's just the plot, right? I was like, Shane, I got my plot paid for. They always tell me that. They say, Shane, I'm good. I got the plot paid for. Headstone. There you go, Ryan. 413 and up.
We just talked to someone who sold memorials, and she's saying that they start at $1,000. And if you want to get the really cool stuff, it's like 20.
What is this open and close? They put up a neon open and close sign? Is that
So
what
they
they
gotta
put
dig
up?
it
The
open
sign
and-
open and close
They're
it?
digging it up. And
Oh,
they're putting it
digging
back
it,
in.
yeah, to get the backhoe
Go
in there.
and then probably do a little
Chad
shovel work.
Paulus from Paulus Property Management does it. And
Okay.
here they're charging $750 to $1,000
There it is.
to open and close it. So total estimated expense is about $26.19. So add that to the burial, add that with the cemetery costs, right? Because you got the funeral, the cemetery, and then hold on. You might have. Do you mean the hospital still is going to send me a bill? The ambulance is going to send
Hold
me
on,
a
they're
bill?
dead. They can't pay it.
We got court
Who
costs,
pays
we
for
got
it?
taxes. up to, and who's paying the mortgage? Wait, does the mortgage stop? Does the car payment stop? Does the insurance stop on the car, the house, the cable bill, the electric bill, the water
Is
bill?
anything free?
No. AAA, whatever memberships you
No,
have.
there's no death in the family, remittance for 2 months for your mortgage.
20 grand. And you want to sit there and play around with your
Your
family?
court costs.
I mean, here's what
Why
I'm
do you
saying.
need an attorney?
Man.
Think about that. You need an attorney.
Oh, yeah.
It's called an estate attorney.
You will get nickeled and dimed on the way out, believe me.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. Let me tell you what life insurance does. But let's take this to the next level. I've been doing this 12 years. When you buy the life insurance and you get all this paperwork and stuff, so then you start thinking, how do we want to do this? Then you lay out something clear so that you choose while you're alive and your family can just, I don't want to say enjoy, but it not be a bill.
Don't have
be
that
a
burden,
memory.
that extra burden.
You know, everyone looks at it different. To me and my family better be celebrating my life. I would pray that they would celebrate my life. Yeah, and they got a lot of videos to watch.
They sure do.
But I want them to do whatever they want to do, and I'm letting them make the choice. I'm not going to tell them that whatever they want to do, they're going to do. But they're going to have the money to do what they want.
Right.
So if they want to have a nice funeral, if they don't, if they want to do something private.
But here's what you do know. There's
do it.
something that you do know what you are going to be able to count on. You can't figure out what they're going to do with the money, but you know they're getting the money.
Yep.
And you also know because they're getting that money, they're going to be able to take care of themselves for a pretty long time.
I love buying life insurance. You know what I mean? I gotta tell you. But I have all the insurance. Don't always get insurance and stuff, but I get my life insurance first.
Right.
Believe me.
So, I mean,
Why have that insurance on your car? You know what people are paying? If they got that on their life, you're doing it for your car? Are you kidding?
how about for your phone? How much
Are
money are
you
you paying on
kidding
your
me?
phone?
But on the cars people are driving, cars are paying, they're paying $100 to $300 a month in car insurance.
Mhm.
Okay? That's what they're paying. That's what they're paying. But you're paying that because you love that car. Look at your family and say, yo, I'm protecting the car, I'm not protecting you.
She got a good point here. Are you going to pay your priest to speak as well?
Yeah,
Your rabbi,
Yeah.
your whoever it is, you're going to pay.
yeah.
You're also going to pay to get in the church, right? They expect a donation.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're going to have to pay for that. Do you want to end it now? I know
Sure.
we're at 42 minutes. I don't want to, I know you have another